Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my playthrough of .hack GU. We are going to be playing through the first volume 1 Rebirth. Now I played this when it was on the PlayStation 2. I had all three, and since I had purchased the remastered version, we are going to play all three again, or I'm going to play through all three again. Hopefully do 100%. I will be quiet for the cutscenes because they are all cinematic and animated, those who have played the games. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, and we are not going to use cheat mode, we are going to play the game normally.
Whoa, this is cool.
Hey! Hey, you! You, the adept rogue! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! So, I take it this is your first time playing this game.
Yeah, I just finished installing it to my PC.
Well, if you wish, we will be honored to show you around.
Huh?
I am sure you would like to become well acquainted as soon as possible.
Just say yes and come along with us. I promise you won't regret it.
All right, it is decided then. Here, I'll hand you my member address.
Member addresses are short email addresses that you can only use in the world. Short mail allows you to instantly send and receive messages from any player online in the world.
You can only invite people that you have member addresses for to join into your party.
All right, so let's open the menu.
Alright, so, before we do get started here, those who do not know what the .hack GU series is, or .hack as a whole, it is I would say an action RPG, or even dungeon crawler. It simulates an online game similar to Sword Art Online, you know, things like that. Anyways, .hack GU focuses a young man by the name, he goes by the alias of Haseo. Essentially, he starts out in this the world revision to 2 after the Great Network Crisis of the 4.hack quadrilogy games, or even anime. .hack revision to Haseo, he jumps into the world. And I'm not going to really spoil anything for those who do not know, but this is essentially simulating that online role-playing game. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the menu here and invite these guys to our party.
This is a list of all the people who have a member address.
Alright, so the member addresses are the addresses you get throughout the games, where you can add them to your party. For now, we're going to add these two since these are our only options. And for tutorial sake, we really have no choice.
Okay, great. Now your party is complete. Remember, you can only invite people logged into the world.
Enough with the formalities. Should we go on to your first adventure?
Alright. So that is a save station. That's where we're going to be saving our progress. We're not going to do that just yet. Over here is where our item shops are. For those of you who are wanting to complete the game 100%, you are going to need to purchase at least one of every item. Alright, so right here is known as the Chaos Gate. This is where we are going to spawn our dungeons. Now the dungeons are, I guess I have to save. Alright then. Anyways, the dungeons are normally, let's do this right here, are normally done in a different style than your traditional dungeon crawler. You will see in just a second here. Alright. Now it's going to introduce us to the Chaos Gate. Alright, after the preparations are complete, use the Chaos Gate to go on adventure. Alright, so we're going to approach the Chaos Gate here, and we are going to open the
transporter called the Chaos Gate. Players can use this to travel from the root town to other locations. Choose Warp Menu.
Alright, so we're going to choose Warp Menu.
In the world, all locations except for root towns, fields, and dungeons are called areas.
You can warp to these areas by combining 3 words at the Chaos Gate.
These words determine the type of area, monster strength, and so on. Alright, let's try out the word selection. Choose area word from the menu.
Alright, so we are going to choose area word, and these guys explain the process or the basics of the game pretty well, so while they're talking, I'm just going to shut up and let them talk. Alright, so we're just going to choose the area word here.
This is where you input the words. The thing at the top is the word plate. You combine the 3 words in here to create the area you want to go. The gyro at the left of the screen shows your current stock of words. You can get more words by getting information from other players, emails, and forums. Okay, why don't you give it a try? Let's start with the first word.
Alright, so the first word is courageous. As you see, we really don't have any other words right now.
Choose courageous from your stock.
Alright, so we're going to pick courageous. Next word, we're going to choose engaging and daydream.
Okay, now you can go to your first area.
Alright, and this is going to spawn a level 1 field area.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. See the mark left of the area word? That's a server symbol. It indicates the server you're currently. Right now, it's showing triangle for Delta. So, as you can see, we are all in the Delta server.
If it's a different server, you'll go to another area even with the same area word. Pay attention to the server symbol when invited to an area by a friend.
If you want to know more, just check out some of the forums. All right, then we're off to Delta Courageous Engaging Daydream.
Alright. And since this is technically simulating the world, MMO, well, you'll see as the game progresses.
So, we've all been transported to a field.
Open your map to take a look at the layout.
Alright, so we're just going to press the center touchpad here. This is going to open up the map.
Use this screen to check current position, mission info, and any other information you may need. This is our mission.
Alright, collect the number of symbol fragments required for this area. Currently in possession 0 out of 3. Now for these field areas, there are different objectives. For this field area, we have to collect 3 fragments. They all piece together and open up, and they lead to the beast statue.
Missions are basically, well, I guess they're sort of like our objective for the area. It looks like this is a collection mission.
We must collect 3 symbol fragments and make our way to the Beast Temple.
The symbol fragments are in treasure chests found on the altars. The altars are protected by monsters, so the only options are to open the treasure without being seen, or defeat the monsters first, then open the treasure.
These are the altar icons.
Excuse me.
I suggest we first head to each of these icons and open the treasure chests.
Now, this is the icon for the Beast Temple, which is our final destination.
Okay, now that we've confirmed what our mission is, let's be on our way.
Alright, looks like we can actually
Wait up,
play.
Asta. You forgot one more thing.
Oh. Alright, use this transporter to return to town after completing the area's mission. It's also got a healing function called the platform reset, which you can use once in the area. Use it when you're low on HP and
Okay,
SP.
this time let's really get going.
If you're unsure where the Beast Temple is, or the altars are, just press a touchpad to check the map. Alright, that's what it looks like. Alright, so, as you see on the lower left hand screen right there, you see the party members and their stats. That opens up the map, as the tutorial said. Skills, we'll get to skills in just a second. There are actually quite a few of those skills you can use. Memoirs. Memoirs are kind of recaps. If you don't know where to go or what to do, you can just take right here and it shows you all the stuff you need to do. Strategies. Strategies, because since this is technically in the player characters right there, you can choose to see or how you want to set their how they would do in combat. So free will, rage, tendency, or life. Life is focused on healing. Let's see, awakening, demon. These we'll cover when we'll cover later on. We're not going to talk about that right yet. Quests are your side missions typically your side missions. And here is your stat. Whenever you get mod your weapons, stuff like that, it'll show all the stat increases, buffs, debuffs, whatever. Alright. So it looks like we have 3, 1 at the top, 1 at the middle, and 1 at the bottom right before the Beast Temple. So we are going to, looks like we're going to try to get the one in the middle first, because that's the only place we can really go right now. Alright, so that's
nice. We found an altar already.
these. Perform a surprise attack by approaching the monsters around the altar without being seen by pressing X when the target sensor appears. So this is quite interesting. If you approach these guys without them noticing you, you can perform a surprise attack dealing additional damage. Here, you'll see in a minute here. Good, now press X for a surprise attack.
This'll be quick.
There we go.
Once the battle begins, the battle area spreads out like this. The battle area is surrounded by the battle fence, so it's virtually impossible for anyone to escape.
The only way to escape from a battle is with an item called a smoke screen.
Asta and I don't have one right now, so we'll have to fight it out.
Alright, so yeah, they are pretty right. You can't really escape battles without the
You're not too bad.
Not so difficult, huh?
Hold on X and release it when the gauge is full. Charge attacks are effective even against enemies that are guarding. Okay, so yes, they are right. You cannot escape any battles without the smoke screen item, which we will not be using here. Because during my time of playing this game, I have not once used the smoke screen. And
Yeah, keep it up.
holding down.
That's it. Just continue fighting like that.
Alright, controls for attacking regular attack, combo attack, tap X repeatedly, charge attack, hold down X. Guarding a circle, yep. Alright. But I have not once used the smoke screen item. There we go.
Well, that's that, I guess.
There we are. Acquired 3 gold. And sometimes the treasure chests on top of the altars will contain symbol fragments needed to open the Beast Temple. Remember to search the treasure chests after defeating the monsters around the altars. Collect 3 symbol fragments by opening all of the treasure chests along the altars. The symbol fragments are used to open the temple gate. Search the chest on top of the altar. So these will contain the symbol fragments. This is the first one. We're going to need 2 more here. Acquire the first symbol fragment. Head for the next altar to the east and check the map for directions. Alright. So, yep, it looks like we're going over here to get the next symbol fragment. And we're going to try to do... Oh.
We found another altar. I'll teach you about using skills to attack.
Perform a surprise attack by approaching the monsters around the altar without being seen and pressing X when the target cursor appears. So they're about to explain what the skills do, or skills are.
The regular and combo attacks are just simply normal attacks. Skills enable you to do much more damage to your enemies.
Skills are powerful attacks that require SP skill points to perform. Press triangle to open this main menu and select skill at the top of the skill list, or to open the skill list. The skill trigger is a shortcut for performing skills. Press R1 to open the skill trigger menu. So we're going to tap R1, and as you see, we have a...
What you see here is the skill trigger menu. Do you see the 4 panels? You can press the button that corresponds to each panel to execute the different arts.
Now try it out by using the arts. Gale Blade.
Alright, so yeah, this is the only skill we're going to have access to right now. But you can actually set different arts or different skills to the coordinating buttons that way. So essentially you can get up to 4 skills per battle and you can swap them out on the fly out of battle. Alright, there it is.
Alright, perfect.
The skill trigger is not just a shortcut.
It can also be used to stop enemy attacks, or it can be used to interrupt one of your own.
Aren't you forgetting something important, EO10? There is an even more important use for the skill trigger.
Of course I haven't forgotten. You're talking about Rengeki, right?
Rengeki, this is pretty interesting. Alright, so if you catch a monster, it's going to be a monster kind of glowing or emitting some multiple colors. He's going to be kind of flashing different colors, almost red and purple almost. Well, you'll see. Rengeki is an advanced skill attack with increased amount of inflicted damage. To perform Rengeki, use the skill attack when an enemy is surrounded by a blue and purple ring. Appears when continuously inflicted with damage. Attack the enemy until it is surrounded by blue and purple rings. Alright. So you're about to see what the Rengeki attack is. Right there. See, that one's glowing on multiple colors. See, surrounded by the blue and purple rings. When this happens, you are going to use a skill. This is going to deal extra damage. Favorite action. It is triggered when Rengeki or other conditions are met. It raises the morale of your party members and will allow you to execute more powerful attacks. Conditions for favorite actions will vary for each party member.
Very well. Shall we let him play as he wishes?
Oh, please do.
That's a good idea. Alright, Haseo, it's all up to you now.
Trigger gauge will appear when the player's head. When the skill trigger is used, it is not possible to use items or skill until this gauge fills up and press R1 appears. Alright, so yes, once you've used a skill or you performed an action, you will have to wait until this little gauge fills up to the very top, as you see right now. It'll fill up. That is when you can use certain skill or different actions or even use items. Not bad. 3 gold pieces, cool. Alright, on to the next symbol fragment. Let's go. Now this area or this dungeon is really it's pretty easy because considering it's the tutorial really. This is the final altar. Remember what EO10 and Asta have taught you to and acquire the item inside the treasure chest. Cool. Alright, sneak attack there. And let's just finish off these guys. Very nice. We're gonna try to do a charge attack. Well,
That was nothing.
yeah, level up. There we go. Get the last symbol fragment, and Beast Temple is gonna open.
Yeah! Awesome job! Alright, let's finish off by heading for the Beast Temple.
Okay, now use the map to check your position, just like we taught you.
Alright. So let me see, where is this Beast Temple at? Ah, there it is. Alright. So, I want to go ahead and stop right here. Anyways, next time we are going to go to the Beast Temple and we are going to continue with Haseo's journey. Let me see. Actually, we're going to just walk up to here. Walk up to the Beast Temple before we cut it. Alright, let's see. There it is. Alright, so, yes, I will try to upload, at least 2 videos a day, or if not 2, at least 1 a day. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and just be sure you give a like, a comment, or even subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. Alright?